Hello and welcome back to another video. We finally hit 400 subscribers. I just want to say thank you so much. I don't know how to thank you. Now because of this milestone, I'm doing a 400 subscriber special. Today I'm going to be making my first self-coded game. Now the game isn't really that good, but most people's first game aren't that good anyway. Now just to be clear, this was following a tutorial and I'll leave a link to it in the description. So let's get started. So firstly, I made the 2D project in Unity and in basic terms just got everything set up and ready to go. I added a title to the scene, as you can see at the top of the game when playing, and then I added a button that you can click to make the chocolate bar. I coded the very basics for the chocolate making button that did nothing at the start but would be useful in the future. Then I coded the chocolate making button's proper code so it could actually work, and now we had that button actually working and you could make the chocolate count go up on screen. Then I made the sell button so we could actually sell the chocolate bars and coded the code for that button too, and then we had that working too. So now you can make chocolate bars and sell them and your money would go up. So I made a build of that, and then that was it for day one. I had got the basic gameplay in and working. Then the next day came, and in the morning I could not work on the game because of other things, but in the afternoon I got a bit done. I started with the status box that would show a welcome message, and if you don't have enough cookies, then it would show a message. Then I coded the script that would make the status box functional, and also I coded it so you could not go below 0 chocolate bars because we don't want that. That is all I did that day as I was busy. Then it was day 3 and I did my usual morning stuff, and then I got to work for a bit. The first thing I did was add some textures as it was looking a bit plain, so I added those. And then I got to work on my very important parts of the game, auto create, or as it was called in the final game, a baker. This would add 1 chocolate bar to the count every second to make the game more interesting. So I made the button and got coding. Once I had finished the code, I made the button so you could press it and make it go up, and then I builded another build of the game, but it was getting late so I went to bed. It was now day 4, so I got working. At the start I was feeling a bit tired, so I just added some colours to make the buttons and make it look a bit nicer. Next I made it so you would have to buy the baker with money instead of just getting it anytime. So I coded the script for that and added it to the button, and I was very pleased to see that it worked. This was the most advanced thing yet, so I was very happy. So then I added some more code so that when you have bought 1 baker, you could buy another one and make it 2 per second, and the cost would multiply. But for that I would need a box for the stats of how many bakers you had to go in, so I made a box and coded the functionality into the box. But it was now displaying how many bakers you had, but it did not actually change the chocolate bars per second, so I coded that and got it working very nicely. I added a sound effect for when you buy a baker and built a build of the game, and then went to bed. I woke up feeling excited for some reason and got to work on day 5. I started with making the game look proper and a lot better, so I got a background off the Unity asset store and applied it to the background. Then I added a sound to sell the button, so when you press it, it will make 1 of 2 sounds. So I coded the random generator that would pick between sound 1 and 2 and got that working very nicely. Then I added a good background music since I was using a rubbish one before, and that made the game feel a lot more polished. Then I added the chocolate bar sound when you press it and added a no more cash sound, so when you have no more chocolate bars left, you can't sell them. Then I started to code a disaster script that would happen every so often, and the more chocolate bars you have, the more chance of it happening. This took a while to code, but after a while I got it in the game and working. I built a build of the game and got onto making the auto sell button. This also took a while, but the good thing was that I could reuse the chocolate bar making script and change a few things to make it work for the auto selling button. So I finished coding that, and then I made the background move to add a little bit of movement to the game. I also got that in the game, and the finished game was in sight. I was almost there, so I thought I would finish it that day. So next was saving, and this is difficult. In fact, I did everything that he said in the tutorial and it still did not work properly. It saves the chocolate bars and the money, but not the how many bakers or shops you have brought. Anyway, I made the button for the save game and started coding. I also made it so every time you save, it costs double the amount to buy the save. I got that sort of working, and then I had a break. I came back and I started adding the main menu. So I made a new scene and added a title. I made the buttons for the load game and new game and coded the functionality into them. Then I made the load game button load the save game so I could code that and get that sort of working. I had basically finished the game now and just needed to do the finishing touches. So I got making the splash screen and added a new scene for it and imported my logo. Then I made it so it would go to the main menu after 5 seconds and finished that. Then I filled it with some settings and made them fit and added a thumbnail. And then I built the final game. Everything was working except the saving system, of course, and I was really happy with the game. I made an itch page for the game and uploaded the game onto there so you can play it too. Also, I want to note that I will be updating this game since I want to carry on with it, but it would be at a slower pace, of course. At the moment of this video, it's on version 1.0.1 because I made the file size smaller. And that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video because I did very much making it. This video took a while to make, so it would be greatly appreciated if you subscribe. Everything mentioned in this video will be in the description, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!